Hello and welcome back to Pete's Model Car Customs. I hope you're all well and have had a nice Christmas. I wish you all a happy new year. I've got quite an odd video today of a sort of catch up of what I've been doing over Christmas. Mainly suffering from a terrible cold flu type thing. I've been laid up quite a bit. But I've been tinkering with a variety of things that I thought might be kind of interesting. How can that actually be said? It goes back to a Mustang I was playing with a little while ago. The 73 Mustang customizing kit from NPC. Now I was quite sure this had been released before as a INT Matchbox release with different logos down the bottom, but I'm sure it had come out before. But anyway, I'd been sort of playing around with it and as a break from the intensity of the Cobras. So I'd, oh, it's not in there now. Yeah, so I'd sort of sprayed the body in this lovely sunburst Ford gold colour. Sunburst, I don't know what it's called. But when I come to put it together further, I discovered that this had a wheel alignment problem as bad as the, well, no, worse than the Cobras, because it's on both wheels. The wheels will rub on the back edge of the rear arch and the front edge of the front arch. So both whole setups there, both whole setups on this model are wrong. And I thought, what am I gonna do with it? I was absolutely sick of working on you know, thinking about anything. I wanted a break. So I left it aside for a few months and I've decided to sort of break it and use the parts elsewhere, which has led me into the sort of realms of the Galaxies, because I know that these Galaxies have gaping great holes in their engines, and in fact one of the Galaxies I've got from the that's it, the I've tried this different camera angle, so I don't really know where everything is yet, not that I did in the first place. From the I think it's a 64 in here, 64 Galaxie. But anyway, it's that one, and doesn't have an opening bonnet. The hood. The other one I've got is a 1963 Prestige kit, which I got from JB Scale Models. And this has got loads of stuff in it, all different custom options and all sorts of things. But like I said, it does have the gaping great hole in the engine, which I just find it so hard to live with. But in this, I had a plan, because one of these Galaxies was going to join my racing team, along with a tow truck and everything else, which is in, let's see, the Starliner's in the colours of that. So doing a Galaxie in this Starliner colour scheme. So I'll have that pair as a couple of classic sort of racing cars. This one with a slightly fresher paint job than this one. This is old, faded and battered. And this will be the same sort of scheme, but more intensity in the colours. And I don't know what engine yet, because lovely Trevor in Canada sent me over those two Ford trucks, and I've seen a belt driven supercharger in one of those, and I thought, oh, that'd be great in this Galaxie. But anyway, using the parts from the 73 Mustang, I'm starting to build up a roll cage in here, inside this tub. I've also nicked some wheels. I've got some ducting going on down there. There's a sort of fan, extractor fan thing in the Mustang, so I've added a fan into that part. Wait a minute. I added a fan into there. Then I'll cover that in mesh. I've got a mesh disc to go over the face of it, which I won't be able to pick up with that with my fat fingers. Piece of mesh to go over there. I've got to find out where X is. Right, so we've got the mesh part there over the fan, and then inside the car, where I'm playing around with different engines and the roll cage, I've put in a piece of made up of duct on that rear that this part will pop into. All around. Leaving that side free, I can slip that into there, pop that into there, and I've got my air duct going on into the back there. I've changed all the floor on this, put new panels in this flooring because there's an open chassis trough throughout there, so it was easier to panel there. And I've used the 73 Mustang tunnel down the centre of that ductile duct there. This is just plate. On the underside, where these are all filled in, I've unfilled them a bit to give me some air under that axle. And you see that's the run of the new tunnel. And I've just got to make up a new subframe to go into the bottom of the chassis that will be holding 4 shock absorbers. As you can see, I've removed the old exhaust pipe that was running along there, but I've kept the front stubs just to line everything up because it's got quite nice headers, so I'm going to use the kit's headers, and then the side pipe turnouts from the 73 Mustang, which go along there and taper out the side. Giving me my second car in my race team. There's a whole lot of I've trimmed off the grille from the bumper, so as I've just got the bumper, and there was a custom option grille in the Galaxie, so I've scried that and opened all that up, so that's see-through. It's nice big chunks. On other things, I've got this set of wheels that came out of either the 73 Mustang or another kit that I was worried about, which I'll show in a second. These are one of the tedious chores I've been doing. This is parts of the interior for a Cobra, which I'm going to make a sort of squarish grille frame that I saw at SEMA some guy had done. I thought, oh, that looked neat, but it's taken ages to drill strip after strip to make it. And then when it goes offline, like that bit there's gone a bit offline there. That's a bit of a bummer, you know, but I can use that little section and, you know, hopefully that little section, and they'll all fill in and get used up. I've been stripping a lot of parts. These are carbs from the 73, another set of wheels in there that were mini lights in chrome, but with they're filled in. So I sort of started sanding them. But yet again, in another kit I looked at, I've got these mini lights that are deeper dish than open, but were chromed, so I de-chromed them. The other kit I was worried about was the Warren Taupe 73 Mustang. This one. Because I thought this was exactly the same kit as the dastardly Mustang I'm throwing into every box going. But it's not. It's a totally different model. I can compare a few body parts and that. Back to that one. And even starting with such a basic thing as the bonnet. That's got a totally different width on the hood, at that end to that end. It's just a several mil difference. My arms are getting too short. So that was one thing. And then rolling it over to the chassis, this one's the 73 MPC as I've got it. But then you go to this one and it's a much racier looking underneath. So I'm starting to work on that as a racier looking car. Because this one, this is the Warren Taupe. It also has no reflectors, no reflector on detail there, or there, or there. They've either been taken off, but it really does look like a different model. There's differences that just make it look like a different body. And I don't think there's any connection with either kit. There's different lengths. This one seems to be a bit shorter. In the body length. I know I've messed around with the front of that, but it was only gluing the stock parts on. But these wings look, fenders look a lot longer on this one than they do on that. So I'm gonna build this one and add it to my own 3-colour race team collection. So this Warren Taupe, if I can just get in here again, got quite a nice selection of pieces. And down the bottom, where have they gone? That better be them. Just Trevor, I was talking to earlier, that is the set of decals from this Warren Taupe car. And you're quite welcome to them if you want them. Let me know in the comments. I know you said you were looking for a set of those, and like I said, I'm going to paint into my race team colour schemes. You're welcome to them, Trevor. What else was it? I don't know for the moment, and I'll leave you with that. Best wishes from jolly old England. I hope you are all well and having better health than I am. Anyway, bye.